Hi everyone, it's Scott from scottmodelguitar.com. Guys, today, before we get into our lesson, let me just direct your attention again to this link below. The link is for our website, scottmodelguitar.com. If you'd like a free guitar ebook, just click on the link. It'll take you to a website. You enter your email address and you'll be able to instantly download a free guitar book that I wrote for viewers of YouTube, and I hope you enjoy that. Guys, today's guitar tutorial is Brave by Sara Bareilles, and I do hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It seems that's how most people are pronouncing it, but this year I've mispronounced a couple of names. So, Sara Bareilles, Brave. It's a really cool tune, and you'll notice again I'm using a capo. Many of the songs I'll show this year are bar chords. Many will be capoed because we're trying to take songs in more difficult guitar keys and make them easier for the masses. And so this song will be in the key of B flat, but by using a capo we can play the song as if it's in the key of G. It'll make the chords much easier for you. So first things first, I'm going to take off the capo. I'm going to show you the chords as they'll be played down here. But as I always mention, to play along with the track, with the CD, the MP3, you need a capo at the 3rd fret to sound like the key she's in. Okay, so I'm going to take off the capo. There's only 6 chords in the song, and I'll quickly play them and I'll break them down for you. We have a G, you have a G over B, which means G with B in the bass. Truly the song has a C in it. I'm going to substitute a C add 9 for that. I'm going to give you, instead of E minor, I'm going to give you E minor 7. I'm going to give you a D suspended 4th and a D. So D sus 4 to D. Let's go with the G first. I'll quickly give you the fingerings and then we'll talk about the structure. So the G chord is as follows. String 6 through 1, 6th string 3rd fret with the 2nd finger. Play 5th string 2nd fret with the 1st finger. Open 4th, open 3rd, 2nd string 3rd fret 3rd finger, and 1st string 3rd fret with the pinky. Okay, the next chord will be not necessarily in the sequence, but it's so closely related I just want to show you that first. Let's go G over B. It's just like a G chord, but you don't play the 6th string at all. You're playing 5 through 1 instead of 6 through 1. So it's going to be 5th string 2nd fret with the 1st finger, open 4th, open 3rd, 2nd string 3rd fret with the 3rd finger, and 1st string 3rd fret pinky. This is G slash B. We verbalize it G over B. Simply means G with not G in the bass, but G with a B in the bottom, or G in the bass. Oh, sorry, B in the bass, excuse me. Let's do E minor 7. E minor 7 looks just like a G, doesn't it? But you take off that low finger. But the difference is G over B was the 5 through 1, no 6th string at all. E minor 7 is 6 through 1, including the low 6th string open. Okay, so here is E minor 7, open 6th string, 5th string 2nd fret with the 1st finger, open 4th, open 3rd, 2nd string 3rd fret 3rd finger, and 1st string 3rd fret pinky. So in case that was too fast, I'm going to give you 3 shapes that look like G. Here's a G, here's the G over B, and here's E minor 7. Okay, again, quickly for those 3 guys. G is 6 through 1. It goes, I'm just going to call, I won't call fingers this time, I'll just give you frets. So it goes from low to high. It goes 3, 2, open, open, 3, 3. Okay? G over B is the exact same thing. Do not play the 6th string at all. So it's 5 through 1, frets only. It goes 2, open, open, 3, 3. And E minor 7 looks exactly like that chord, but include the low 6th string open. So again, I'll give you strings and frets, not fingers. It goes 6 through 1, open, 2, open, open, 3, 3. So G, G over B, E minor 7. Okay, let's do C add 9. Kind of looks like a G, doesn't it? But you shift these fingers here. That's exactly what it is. So G was 6 through 1, C add 9. If you'll shift those 2 low fingers to strings 5 and 4, then you have C add 9. Here it goes. 5th string 3rd fret 2nd finger, 4th string 2nd fret with the 1st finger, open 3rd string, 2nd string 3rd fret with the 3rd finger, and 1st string 3rd fret pinky. C add 9. So far we have G, G over B, E minor 7, and C add 9. Okay, the next 2 chords are D suspended 4th, which we often call D sus, or a D sus 4. And it's going to resolve to a D. It only happens like once in the song though. So here's D suspended 4th. It's probably easier to start with a D. I'll do that one first. Play D, open 4th string, 3rd string 2nd fret with the 1st finger, 2nd string 3rd fret 3rd finger, and then 1st string 2nd fret with the 2nd finger. Here's your D. To make D sus 4, simply put your pinky on the first string 3rd fret. See that? So the only difference was you're playing either the 2nd fret on the 1st string or the 3rd fret on the 1st string. The 2nd fret for the D chord, 3rd fret for the D sus4 chord. I always tell students it's always a better idea to have this note down first. You're going to resolve D sus4 to D. Let's not have you do this. And then lift that pinky and then try to add the 2nd finger. It's not a good idea. You want to go for minimal movement all the time, and so it's this. So again, D sus4, I'll go with that one first. It goes open, 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd fret with the 1st finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret with the 3rd finger, and 1st string, 3rd fret pinky. Okay. To the D, open 4th string, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 1st finger, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 3rd finger, and then 1st string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger. So we have G, G over B, E minor 7, C add 9, D sus4, and D. Okay, now guys, let's launch into the structure. This is a typical pop song, less than 4 minutes, very few sections. The only quote-unquote difficult part, it's really not that bad, guys, it's the bridge. And I got some emails on how to break that down. I'll tell you that in a minute. And I think I have an easy way that you can play this without being bothered with time signatures and counting necessarily, meaning I'll make it much easier the way I show it. The song starts with a 4-measure drum intro. After the 4-measure drum intro, the verse starts, okay? So I'm looking at my chart over here. The verse is just 6 measures, which is a bit unique, isn't it? Because most measures are 4 or 8 measures. It's a 6-measure phrase, and you double it. And then you go into your pre-chorus, which is a 4-measure phrase, and you double it. And then you go into your chorus, and again, very predictable, 4 measures, and you double it. So let me show you quickly the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus, and I'll show you the bridge, and that's all you need for this entire song. So here is the verse. You're going to play G, as we talked about, for 2 measures, okay? Then you're going to go to E minor 7 for 2 measures. And then you're going to go from C add 9, 1 measure, to a D for 1 measure. So there's your 6 bars or 6 measures. G for 2 bars, and we use the terms bars and measures interchangeably. So don't be confused by that. So G for 2 measures or 2 bars, E minor 7 for 2 bars, C add 9 for 1 measure or 1 bar, and then D for 1 bar. Here's a pattern. I was just playing along with the track, and maybe you could do 8th notes on the lowest note of the chord and then strum the chords on 2 and 4, such as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Maybe we could try that on a G chord only, guys. Take your G chord, play 8th notes on the lowest note, meaning 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I'm going to use all downstrokes, and just strum the chord, the upper portion on beats 2 and then 4, as in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so let's try this verse. G for 2 measures, E minor for 2 measures, C add 9 for 1 measure, and D for 1 measure, using that motif I just gave you. 8th notes on the bottom, chords on 2 and 4. Here it goes. 1, 2, verse 2, 3, 4, G. E minor 7. C add 9, D, and then you would double it, repeat it, G. Here's your E minor 7, C, add 9 for measure, D for measure. Now, let's go into the pre-chorus. Again, it's 4 measures, but you double it. It's just G for a measure, E minor 7 for a measure, C for a measure, and then D for a measure. So the only difference in the previous section and this section, instead of G for 2 bars, it's G for 1 bar. Instead of E minor 7 for 2 bars, it's E minor for 1 bar. So let me play the chorus, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about. This is pre-chorus, 4 measures, doubled. 3, 4, G, E minor 7, C, add 9, D. So let's play that together, guys. G for a measure, E minor 7 for a measure, C add 9 for a measure, and D for a measure. 1, 2, pre-chorus. Here we go. Let's double it. go into the chorus. The chorus is also, you know, like in a pop song, very predictable. 4 measures which are doubled, so an 8 measures total. So let's go G for a measure. Now you're going to C add 9 for a measure. Then to E minor 7 for a measure. And then to D for a measure. So we're going to go G, C add 9, E minor 7 to D. And then you'll double it. So 8 measures total. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. G, C add 9. E minor 7, D, G, C, E minor 7 to D. This is kind of unique, guys. At the end of that last measure we just played, that's measure 8. Remember we did G, C, E minor, D, G, C, and I'm saying C for brevity, C add 9, E minor, D. At the end of that D measure, you're going to hold the D for 1 additional measure. So here is the chorus. Notice it's not going to be 8 measures. It'll be 8 measures, I promise you, plus 1 additional measure of holding the D chord. Watch this. G, C add 9, E minor 7. Here's D, double it, G, C add 9, E minor 7, D, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. See what I did there? I played the D for a measure and then held it for a measure. So let's do this. Let's do measures 8 and 9, the last 2 measures, if you will, of, I think it's the last measure of the chorus plus an additional measure. This is D only, guys. 1, 2, 3, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've taken care of the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus. Looking at my chart again, now the song goes back and does a verse again. Okay, we said that's 6 measures doubled. And then it goes into, again, the pre-chorus, 4 measures doubled. But then, guys, it does not go into the chorus. It goes right into the bridge. Now, this is the hard part I mentioned. But don't worry, it's really just a few chords. It's just, I'll tell you why I think this is confusing for others. And I got some emails on this. The way I notated it, it goes a measure and 4/4 time of E minor 7. Again, you could strum it for a whole note, or you could do that same rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it goes to G for a measure in 4/4 time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the way I notated it was E minor for a measure in 4, G for a measure in 4, G over B to C add 9, and you do it again over a 2/4 measure, 4/4 measure, 2/4 measure. So in my chart, the entire song's in 4/4, except for the bridge. A measure of 4, a measure of 4, a measure of 2, a measure of 4, and a measure of 2. So if I play it for you, I think it'll feel kind of funny, but I think that's the correct way of notating it, but I have an easy way if you don't want to get bogged down with the rhythms. Here's how I'm going to play it for you. Okay, so I think you heard what I was talking about. Let's break that down for you. Give me E minor 7 for a measure. Give me that same rhythmic motif. 8th notes on the bass, chords on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, E minor 7. Go to G for a measure. Same exact concept, guys. 3, 4. Okay, let's break down this next section because you're going to play these 2 chords and you're going to double it. Okay, this is G over B we talked about. To C add 9. The easiest way to explain it to the masses out there is to do this. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So let's break that down even further. Before you get to the G over B, you're going to pause, and then you're going to strum the G over B 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go to C add 9 for 2 strums. So watch this. Pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Does that make sense? E minor 7 for a measure, G for a measure, pause, 4 strums on G over B, 1, 2, 3, 4, C add 9 for 2, 1, 2, pause again, 4 strums on G over B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then you go, actually let's do that before I go to the next section. Let's do that together, okay guys? E minor 7, G, pause, pause. 1, 2, here's the bridge, 2, 3, 4, E minor 7, G. Get ready, guys. Pause. Pause. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If you need to, rewind the video and do that again. After that line, after that little phrase, you go back to, you're still in the bridge, you go E minor 7 again, to G again, but now it goes to D suspended 4th, to D. Okay, let's put all of this together. This is an 8-measure phrase, right, guys? Is it really? I'm just looking at my chart now. No, I'm mistaken. 4 4 4 4 2 4 4 4 2 4. That's a 5-measure phrase, and then it goes into a 4-measure phrase. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to do this. Here's a grand recap at the risk of being redundant. E minor 7 for a measure. G for a measure. G over B to C add 9. G over B to C add 9 over the 2 4 4 4 2 4. Then you go back to E minor 7 to G, and then D suspended 4th for a measure, and then D for a measure. I'm going to play it for you once. You can play along, but then we'll slow it down so we can all play together. 1, entire bridge, 3 4, E minor 7. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's slow it down, guys, and let's play together, okay? Hopefully you guys got that. 1, 2, 3, and here's the bridge. D sus 4. And then it stops. Then there's a 4-measure drum part, but this is really the chorus. So she sings vocals over 4 measures of drums. And then after 4 measures of drums and vocals, then again, this is the chorus. It goes to another 4 measures, which is the chorus. How should I say this? The chorus we did before was G, E minor, C, and D. Sorry, this is the pre-chorus. Sorry, guys. The pre-chorus was G, E minor, C, and D. Okay, we did it again, G, E minor, C, and D. But this time, after the bridge, there's 4 measures of drums and vocal, but it is the pre-chorus, but there's no chords under it. The next 4 measures, she's still doing vocals, the band comes back in, it's still the pre-chorus, it's G, E minor, C, and D. So watch this, I'm going to play this for you. Let me play the bridge, and I'm going to scratch during the drum part, and I'm going to bring you in on the pre-chorus. Remember, we're going to do 1 measure of G, 1 measure of E minor 7, 1 measure of C, and 1 measure of D, and then it just plays the chorus, and it even doubles it, and that's the song. So guys, here's the bridge, the 4 measures of drums, and I'll simulate the drums by scratching, and then we'll do G, E minor, C, and D, 1 measure each. Give me a chorus, and we're done. Okay, here goes. 1, 2, a bridge, 2, 3, 4. D suspended 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is the pre-chorus, no guitar. 2, 4 measures total, guys. 3, 4. Give me the pre-chorus right here. G, E minor 7, C, chorus 3, 4, G, C, E minor 7, D. Do it again. Do it again. Last time, guys. G to C, E minor to D. D, let's end on a big G. And there you have it, guys. Another video, another cool song, Sara Bareilles, Brave. Hopefully you enjoyed that, learned some cool chords, learned some cool strum patterns and rhythms. Hey, thank you guys for checking out these videos, and thanks for sharing, rating, commenting, liking, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I really appreciate the follows and all that. So again, if you haven't received your free guitar book, go to the website and download it, scottmillerguitar.com. and we'll see you next time.